Hey guys! I've never done a live video before, so let's see. My connection's weak. So, for some reason, I have figured that we live in a generation where everybody is extremely highly competitive. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a super competitive personality, you are only killing yourself. You're losing. Um, once you begin to compete with people, you're you're never gonna win. There's always gonna be somebody better than you, somebody more talented than you, somebody smarter, somebody prettier. And I can tell you that that's the worst mistake that anybody can make is competing with others. It's going to make you depressed. Um, you're going to be angry all the time, always anxious, getting anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Um, the one person that I believe that you should compete with is yourself. At all times, always strive to be a better you, a happier you. Lately, I've been making plans for myself where I'm setting my day and I'm trying to be the best me possible, and it's actually working really, really well. You know, um, for some reason, most of us women, we like to compete with other women through Facebook. Or we go to the gym and we want to compete because we want to look better than that other person. Everything's physical. And I think it's super sad because I think there's much more to us than just a physical appearance. I think intelligence is greater. I think personality is greater than that. Um, we just got to start being thankful and have confidence in ourselves, and it's always easier said than done. Some people I have met are actually like God-givenly confident, and sometimes it blows my mind when I see these people. It's so impressive because I can see somebody super skinny or super overweight, whatever it may be, and their confidence makes them super attractive. So what I want to say is, who cares if you're overweight? Who cares if you're too thin? Who cares if you have the most cellulite in the world? I do. And these are just things that you have to embrace. Who cares if you have black colored eyes, brown colored eyes? What we should be doing is being thankful that you do have eyes to see, you have legs to walk, you have hands, you can do these things that maybe some people can't. And these are things I think we need to start being thankful for and stop worrying about who's prettier on Facebook, who gets the most likes, who gets the most views. It's become like this ridiculous popularity contest that is nonsense. When you're 40 years old, 50 years old, 30 years from now, whatever, nobody's going to care about your picture you posted yesterday. No one's going to care that I'm not wearing makeup right now. And it's something I've always been self-conscious about, but you got to practice confidence. You have to practice loving yourself, and I think that's what a lot of us need to start working on, especially young girls. Um, I mean, I hate to say it, but I really do feel like media has caused a lot of women to be very self-conscious about their chest or their behind, the way their face looks, their nose, etc. There's always going to be something that we don't like about ourselves. I can pinpoint everything. I don't like my nose. I have a lot of cellulite. We only live once. And I truly believe that God doesn't make mistakes. God knew what he was doing when he created you, right? So I don't think that we need to go and change our whole physical appearance. I think we as people need to start embracing ourselves and loving ourselves and just appreciating who we are. And if you don't have confidence, that's something you need to work on. It's the exact same thing as working out. You just don't get buff overnight. Confidence is something that's built with time. So if you know somebody that is very self-conscious and feels alone and feels like they're always having to compete with other girls or other guys, just tell them to compete with themselves. And once you compete with yourself, then you become the best you. And that's really all. people will love you for you, not who you're trying to pretend to be. You know, if you're overweight, embrace it. You're beautiful. If you're too thin, embrace it. You're gorgeous. If you're super buff, embrace it. You're beautiful. You don't need to be putting gobs of makeup on either. I mean, I feel like we were made this way for a reason, and hey, like, I mean, some of us have talents that, like, can just outweigh the way you look or whatever, and it's just, it can make you beautiful. I think we're all beautiful in our own ways, and we really need to really appreciate it and just to give thanks. Just give thanks for all the things that you can do, all the people that are in your life, stuff like that. There's really no reason to be stressing about the way you look. So I'm going to say tonight, when you take a shower, because when you take a shower, you're most at peace, give thanks for all the things that you can do. You know, see, you're alive. You're well. You have a family that loves you. I mean, you're wealthy. And I'm going to say you're wealthy because you're on Facebook right now. I mean, some people in third world countries can't do that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.